It's not hot girl summer, girl. It's menopause season because I'm burning up. Hola everyone, what's up? It's Edgar. Welcome back to my canal. Or if this is your first time here, hola, bienvenidos. For some of you, my amigos, this might not be the first time watching this Morphe x Jeffree Star review because I uploaded this yesterday and the audio was a nightmare to say the least. And I had it up for about 20 minutes, so about 1,000 of you saw the video. But I quickly decided to take it down because not only do I pride myself in the quality of the content itself, but also the quality, as in like the visual and the audio content. There was literally static throughout the whole video. And I actually found out what the problem was. I have my microphone now in front of me, whereas it used to be right above me. So I had to buy an extension cord for that, and I think that's what it was because my microphone is now plugged in directly into my camera. Yeah, I just wanted to give you the little rundown as to why I took down the video yesterday, but here we are, bienvenidos, welcome back. It's been about 2-3 weeks since I last uploaded. I just got really freaking exhausted from posting videos because I went ham since the beginning of July. You can only imagine the physical and the mental stress that my body went under. So I decided to take a little break just to get fully energized, fully inspired, back and ready for you guys. And here we are, back at it again. We're reviewing a brand new palette. We went to the Morphe store and picked up the brand new Jeffree Star x Morphe palette. And you might be saying, Edgar, but you're a booty guru. You posted Morphe videos before where you got the PR. Well, I got taken off of the PR list, and that's why I got the freaking receipt, because I went to the store to buy it. Yeah, we're no longer on the PR list after reviewing their Pride collections. In this video, I'll give you guys the little tea, the truth, the facts. You know, we keep it 200 here on my channel. I'm gonna let y'all know what's up with that, along with reviewing the Morphe and Jeffree Star palette as well. We're gonna be doing a little review, a little tutorial, step by step. You already know the drill. But yeah, before we get started, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Click the little notification bell, give it a ding, 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 so you guys get notified whenever I upload brand new, thick, and juicy videos. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, give me a big thumbs up. And most importantly, let me know your comments, questions, concerns down in the comments below. I love chatting with you guys. I'm always hanging out in the comments, not just the first hour of my upload, literally for like a week, or honestly all the time I'm in the comments chatting with y'all. So make sure you comment all you gotta say down in the comments below. And a little side note, if you're new to my channel, we do giveaways in every single video here. I give away a makeup care package to one of you. So if you guys want to find out how to enter, make sure you guys watch the video until the end. So yeah, let's get right into today's video. Here we are with the Morphe x Jeffree Star palette. In case you don't know what it comes like, here is the packaging. Morphe x Jeffree Star along with a little message on the back, and then you take it out. It's wrapped in a bubble wrap, and then here is the palette. I got the receipt. I paid $33.94 after using the J-Star discount code, which took 10% off. I've been getting Morphe PR for maybe like 2 years now. I've been using the brand for almost 5 years in total. But after reviewing the Morphe 25L Pride palette, I did a full-on in-depth review on that, and then I also did a video follow-up to that where I compared it to the James Charles palette, and I stopped receiving PR. And I don't feel any sort of entitlement or like I need to be receiving the PR. Like, I'm not entitled to anything. I did those two videos. The Pride palette got like 150,000 views, and then the Pride palette versus James Charles got 100,000 views. So shout out to y'all for supporting me on those videos. After that, I thought I was going to receive the 35H, which is their new summer palette, but I waited and I waited and I waited and I never got it. I was just like, okay, I probably got lost in the mail. Maybe they didn't send this one out to everyone. I just left it at that. And then Jeffree Star announced his Morphe collab, and I was like, oh my gatitos. I am so freaking excited to be receiving this palette because I love Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I've been supporting Jeffree Star since MySpace, since like 2008. So I'm like an OG Jeffree Star fan. But on top of that, Jeffree Star Cosmetics are bomb.com. So I was really curious to see what a Jeffree Star palette in collaboration with Morphe, how it would perform. But just like the 35H, I sadly did not receive it in the mail. After I realized that I wasn't going to be getting the Jeffree Star collection, I was just like, I don't understand damn.
I thought we were gonna be like BFFs in the house. That's what we said from the beginning. And then you turned on me. Why'd you turn fake on me? I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand, bitch. I don't understand.
And by now I'm assuming that Morphe removed me from the PR list because it's like 2 days after all the influencers got their packages. I'm a little disappointed if they did remove me from the PR list because, like I said, 250,000 views on my Morphe videos. And then on top of that, for my Pride collection, the picture I posted of the final look, that bomb rainbow cat eye, like super graphic, super sick. They actually used that picture for their email newsletter blast. Y'all know when companies send out like emails saying like, oh my god, our new stuff's out, like go buy it. They actually use my picture to promote it on there. And then my picture is also on the Morphe website. If you go onto the Pride palette, scroll down, I am right there. So 250k views, they're using my pictures. And then I also tried emailing them, you know, because I don't want to come to any conclusions. So I emailed my contact and unfortunately they were out of office. So I got an automatic reply to email someone else. I emailed that second person. And I also said I hope I wasn't removed from the list as a result of an unbiased review on my channel. If you could please fill me in, I would really appreciate it. Looking forward to your response. But just like the 35H, I waited. I was like, and I never got a response. So yeah, tried reaching out, and I know for a fact they saw my 25L video because when I did the promo on my Instagram story, you know when you mention someone on like stories, it sends them a DM saying you mentioned them. Well, they even hearted it. So I know someone from the team or all the team, I don't know, they saw my video. I'm not even mad or upset or anything. I'm just like really confused as to why, because I've never said anything negative about the company. I've always made it very clear in my videos that I am unbiased regardless if the product is sent or not. If I bought it with my own money, if it's in PR, you know, I keep it 200 here on my channel. I'm fully transparent. I feel like the only possible reason that I might have been removed was because I talked about me not receiving the James Charles palette up until right before the very first restock, like coincidentally, because I didn't get it initially, but I got it right before the restock. So I feel like that might have probably been the reason, like me talking about myself and a bunch of other influencers not getting the, you know, the James palette. And if that was the reason, I'm just like, where is the lie though? Like, where is the lie?
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
Like, this is how long I have supported them. If you didn't know, this is what a Morphe palette used to look like compared to what they look like now. This is how long I've been a ride or die Morphe fan. This is what the palette used to look like. Mirror, sponge applicators, like little cheapy plastic, you know, always amazing quality. It just sucks that I've been supporting them for years and then this happens. So to my knowledge, as of now, I'm not on the list, but again, everything happens for a reason. Maybe I'm just meant to wake up and be at the Morphe store 10 on the dot to pick it up like I did with this palette. Even if I'm not being sent the product, thanks to you guys, I'm able to afford to go out and purchase it personally, and I will just never stop keeping it 200. I just felt like I wanted to get that off my chest because I'm a little, you know, it hurt right here in my corazon. I was like, damn, but I didn't do nothing and this is what I get. But it is what it is. That's fine. Here we are with the Morphe Star X Jeffree palette. I'm sure all of you guys know what this palette looks like by now. So we got a big, large, and in charge mirror right here, perfect for my giant cabeza. And we also have a great selection of colors. We have some neutrals, some pinks, some purples, some darker colors as well as this pressed glitter. I'm really excited to re-dig into this. I'm going to be creating a bomb super smoky look for y'all step by step, so let's get started. Just like with any palette, before we start, we need a little bit of a security guard, a little security powder. So I'm going to do a little bit of translucent powder right under my eye. So we got our security powder, and you might notice my lids look a little bit pink because the first shadow that I'm gonna go in with is this pink right here called Self-Made. The shadow stained the hell out of my eyes. I'm gonna start prepping my eye with a light color concealer. I do not like to use eyeshadow primer because I'm just like, girl, we already spent $30-something on the palette. Why do I need to spend another $10, $15, $20 on a eyeshadow primer? If you already have one, feel free to do so, but I feel like shadows, if they're good, they should perform exactly the same way just using your super light concealer. There we are, got our base on. You can see it's literally super light. I don't really like using a straight up white concealer unless I'm doing something super bright like rainbow and I want it to stay true to color. But these are actually eyeshadows and pressed pigments, so they got a lot of pigment basically, so you're bound to get a true color when you apply them on your eyes. Okay, so I'm first going to start off with this NYX Professional Makeup 32 brush. It's just something cute, nice and fluffy, and pick up some of the Self-Made shade. And I'm going to start mapping out my crease. So I have really super hooded eyes. I have to really make sure to map out my crease, or else there's literally no point, because when I open my eyes, you won't be able to see the shadow. I'm going in just with patting motions to pack this on. I'm starting off here on the outside and then slowly but surely bringing it in. Going in for a little bit more product now, tapping off the excess, and just pat, 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 pat. So with this method, not only are you going to be applying the shadow, but you're also going to be blending it out at the same time. If you're used to the whole windshield wiper motion, try this out that I'm doing here. I promise you, it'll make your life so much easier. So now with no additional product, I'm just winging out the eyeshadow on the outside. I have really tiny beady hooded eyes, so I like to extend the shadow. That way it opens up my eyes and gives you more of a sexy, fierce look. And if you want to be a bad putita, just wing it out past your brow, you know. Ain't nobody got time to be subtle, girl. We're extra up in here. So drag her out. Now, as you can see, it looks a little bit harsh. So I'm now going to go in with a smaller, more tapered brush, and I'm going into Honest Truth and Channel, just mixing both of them together, tapping off the excess, and right on that harsh edge, I'm just packing this on. I always like to start more towards the outside and then slowly bring it in. And you can see I'm doing the same exact motion, and slowly but surely the edge of that pink is going to be diffused. Okay, so now we have a little pink sunset moment going on. I'm just going to go back in once more with the same brush, picking up that pink and just really making sure it's nice and saturated, because sometimes when you go over with that second color, you can kind of tone it down, but I really want to make sure that the pink is popping in here. I want to go ahead and deepen this up, and for that I'll be going in with the shade Mogul. I'm doing this using a bit of a more tight, really like flatter, more concise brush. This is the Sigma E25 brush, and I'm packing this on just like I did with the pink, starting on the outer corner and then slowly bringing it in. For this one, however, since it's a little bit darker, I only bring it in about halfway into the eye. I don't really go in all the way, but definitely right about in the center is where I want to bring it to. Of course, if you need more, go back in, tap off the excess, and pack it on. Oh my god. I'm allergic to eyeshadow or what? You can see these are building really nicely. And of course, just like I'm doing with all the other shadows, winging it out ever so slightly. And when I do motions that are not pat, 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 they're very little. I don't go like boom, boom, boom. It's very like, you know, nice and dainty little strokes just to blend out the edges. So now I'm gonna go in with probably my favorite shade in any single eyeshadow palette, or even a single. I love me a good black shadow. So for this, I'll be using the Sigma E45 brush, just picking a little bit of this up. So I'm starting off here on the outer corner, keeping this really concentrated right there, and then giving it sort of a V shape, because that way when we wing it out, it kind of flows naturally. And this, I don't take it all the way halfway. I take it maybe about halfway to halfway. What is that? Like 3/4 of the way in. Same thing, pat, pat, pat. Be very careful and work at your own pace with black shadows. So there is one layer of the black applied. You can see it's not super black, but just like the other eyeshadows, I'm not judging it. I'm gonna apply 2 more layers because I did about 2 to 3 layers with the other one. So grabbing a little bit more of that black, and same exact place on the outer corner, packing this on. Okay, so there's 2 layers of the black applied. Do not be scared. Before I go in with a 3rd layer, I'm gonna go in with a little bit more of the Mogul, because obviously I blended a little bit over that. Going over with Mogul over the black of the edge is gonna help soften that and also bring back that shade. I'm also doing a little bit of the purple right here on the inside. That way when we apply our lid shade, there's not just like a harsh black shadow there. Right on the inner part, on the edge of that black. And before I go into the lid, I wanna do a little pop on the brow bone. So I'm gonna take this NYX Professional Makeup 33 brush and the shade 2. It's like a frosty pink. There is like a straight up white called Welcome, but I want to incorporate kind of like the pink look to this. Right on the brow bone, I'm putting that shade on there. Now for the lid, I'm going to take the shade Dog Mom on an Anastasia A24. So I like to first start off shiny lid colors with a flat brush like this. And then I like to use my finger because that way they always show up with a lot more pigments. Just making sure we have a nice even coat. Okay, so there's what it looks like with the brush. Now I'm taking my finger with that same shade and look at the difference. Oh! Y'all see that? Oh, girl. So if you're wondering, oh my God, why are my shimmers in this palette not looking like yours? Well, I use my fingers. All right, so now for the inner corner, I want to go into this gold shade called Designer Label and pop that in with my finger just right here. This would even be a really bomb highlighter, to be honest. It has a really pretty undertone. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of that pressed glitter to the lid, but first I wanna smoke out the lower lash line, and for that, I'll be going in with Nate. This is a MAC 228 brush, and I'm just packing this on along the lower lash line. I don't think I've ever said I loved a green shadow, but this Nate shade is so freaking bomb. Okay, so wow, that shadow is literally perfect on its own, but I'm gonna go in with the same brush with this lighter shade right next to it. It's called Wake and Bake. And right along the edge, just tapping this in here just to give, of course, just like everything on top, a little bit of a gradient sort of effect, which will also add a little more dimension and make it look like we did a lot of work. But in reality, we just added a little bit of another shadow on the bottom. Now, one more thing on the lower lash line, I love a smoky under eye. So I'm going in with the black on a square like shader brush. And starting on the outside, I'm going to pack this on along the lower lash line. All right, so you can see with that black and the green under, this eye looks so bomb. But one more step to top off the look, I'm going to go in with the pressed glitter, which is called Millions. And I'm taking my finger. You can see it looks so freaking pretty. And for this, I saw Jeffree when he swatched it, he like swiped it, but I'm going to just pat this onto the lid. I don't really like sheets of glitter on the eye. So one thing that I noticed the very first time I tried this glitter was most of it is still on my fingers. So you kind of have to go back in a couple times. I'm not sure if the adhesive that holds it together is really sticky or it just dries fast, but I do find myself having to go in a couple times with this. Usually I'm not a fan of pressed glitters because it transfers and it just breaks up the eyeshadow and it's not cute. But with this, it actually stays in place. It does not crease, so that's really, really good. You can see, ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right, so there is the lid and you can see a lot of it is stuck to my finger. But then again, like I said, it doesn't transfer, so that's good. Now, I wanna also go in and add a little bit of that glitter on the inner corner. So I'm using a an angled brush and just going in directly. And I'm placing this right here on the inner part just to really make the eyes pop. All right, so there is pretty much all of the shadows done. Just checking in on all our fallout. We have mostly, I see pink and black here, a tiny bit for the green, but other than that, we're pretty good on the fallout. And I, again, like to use that security blanket under because we can just wipe everything off at the end and we are all good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye, pop on some lashes, a lip, put on a little bit of highlighter, and I'll be right back to give you guys my final thoughts and review of the Jeffree Star X Morphe palette. Okay, bueno, aquí está el final makeup. What do you guys think? Ooh, do we like it? Do we not? I literally did not add anything else besides everything that I showed you. Well, that doesn't make no sense. I didn't add any more eyeshadows. I only added in white eyeliner, some pestañas, a liquid lip, a little bit of highlighter, and that's pretty much it. But as far as from the Jeffree Star X Morphe palette, I didn't add anything else. Obviously, lashes do make a giant difference. But what do you guys think? Comment down below. In total today, out of the 30 shadows, we used 11, which is 1/3. I think that's a pretty good amount of these shades tested out. Now, as far as my thoughts, I didn't particularly have a favorite shadow. I think I liked all of them equally except the green. The green is definitely like really, really bomb, and I never praise greens because they tend to be patchy, especially teals and like aquamarine colors. They're just not cute. All of the eyeshadows seem to blend out really good, even like the black. Sometimes the black is too pigmented or it's not pigmented enough, but the black wasn't patchy. Also, one other thing, while all of these shades did blend out individually good by themselves, they also interacted really, really well. And by that, I mean like sometimes shadows blend out by themselves, but then you pack on another shadow and it gets like patchy or skips or something like that. But you can see everything is really cohesive and really nicely blended out. Now, would I recommend this? Yeah, I totally will recommend this eyeshadow palette. I haven't had nothing but good experiences with Jeffree Star Cosmetics, so I was like, ooh, this can be very hit and miss. But I think all of the shadows in here, they're very neutral, they're very wearable. I can definitely see a lot of skin tones using this. All of these right here in this section are neutrals, and then like right here, fall is coming up. So these greens, these browns, this sienna right here, silvers, they're all going to be perfect for fall time. So yeah, I definitely don't regret buying this. Again, I was taken off the PR list sadly, but I'm not bothered. I'm not mad. I want to make that really, really clear. I have never been involved in drama since like 2016, early 2016. So in a little over almost like 3.5 years that I've been part of this industry, I've never had drama or had issues with anyone or any company or anything. And I don't want to start now, so please don't try to drag or make a big deal out of this. If I meant to be put back on the PR list, I will get put back on, and if not, it's okay. Now it is giveaway time. I'm giving away one big large USPS box full of a bunch of different makeup items. All you guys have to do to enter is be subscribed to my channel, click the little notification bell, also give this video a big thumbs up, and of course comment your Instagram name down below because that's how I get in touch with you guys. I DM you and I also announce it on my Instagram stories, so if you guys want to enter to win, make sure you guys do all of that. And you are already here either way, so even if you don't want to enter the giveaway, make sure you click the subscribe button and click the little notification bell, give it a ding 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 so you guys get updated whenever I upload brand new thick and juicy videos. I'm going to be dropping my skincare routine, a bunch of more lifestyle videos, maybe even some cooking, más videos en español. I have a bunch of content planned, so I'm really hyped, really excited to be filming and sharing that with you guys. So make sure you guys subscribe and stay tuned for those videos. I love you all so much. I literally cannot thank you enough. But yeah, that is everything for me today, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed el video de hoy. Thank you guys so much, as always, for hanging out with me here today, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.